Greetings, divine souls. I greet in the name of our Father, Mother God, plus all the divine light kingdom. Please, I ask you kindly for all the words that you're going to listen to, in case they don't resonate with your heart, I ask you to discard them or use them to jumpstart the truth that is within your being. Before we start today's topic about the Council of Nine in creation, I want to give you a prayer for food as light workers. I've done so in the Baganda community. Now, the challenge is on identifying the God in charge of food in your locality, the English-speaking community. In case you are in a certain country or community, you have a different God who is in charge of food. Remember, in creation, we are gods in making. So the moment you grow, then you are given responsibility of a certain sector in creation. That is it. Now, for us as Baganda, the God in charge of food provision, the gods, it's a feminine and a citrine energy. That is Jaja, Kalisa, and Mama Nakalisa. So for you, you're also free to use the names of your locality. If you don't know the names, then you can generalize that the gods of the food providers, gods in charge of food provision. Yeah. So the prayer goes like this: the gods of food provision in creation. So if you know the name, put the name. Thank you for this food. I bless it with love light, and let it give me strength that will enable me do actions that will please our Father, Mother God for the good of all. So let us saturate it, and you are free also to modify it in any way you want according to the guidance of your soul in your heart. About today's topic, the Council of Nine. In our culture, most of the people hear about the nine, but they don't know how it came into existence. But nine comes from the very beginning of creation. As recently, we spoke about the composition of an atom. For an atom to exist, it has to be made up of what we call strings. These strings is what we call the love light in the spiritual language. Now, the love light are the ones that make up the proton. Now, these protons are in 6 makeup or geometric compositions of the atom. They are in 6 in number. And each ball of that proton has the strings. And that makes up also that makes up the overall energy of the 6 protons to make up a one council of that representation. Now, for the beginning, we've had the strings that make up the father and the mother. Now, those are the first council members of a creator in an atom. Now, the 6 protons add up their energy to create the 3rd member of the proton. I mean of the atom, which is a genetic composition of all the 6 atoms to make the one energy of that member who sits on the council of that creator, making three members. In spirituality, is the God in charge of the sky God. Then the second one, which is called the neutron, is also in geometric numbers of 6. They are also made up of the strings, which are the love light. You understand? Now, the composition of these 6 electrons make up one energy to make the 4th member. In spirituality is what we call the Christ God or the Christ consciousness. Then the enclosing of these royal twins is what we call the nucleus. Now, this nucleus, because of its kingdom, is the one which make up the 5th member of the council of the creator of that specific atom. And then the second ring, which starts with a negative electron, and they are in a composition of 6. They also their task is to bring the knowledge from the twins within the atom inside, to bring it and match it with what they interface in the outside. So that's the reason why they tell us, our grandees or the light beings, that the truth is within us, because the one who makes up the genetic or the composition of the loyal twins is Father, Mother, God. So that means that's the reason why you're not supposed to look for your truth outside of you. You are just supposed to compare what you have inside, and then if it corresponds with what is inside your creator or Father, Mother, God, that makes up your God, then it becomes your truth to transform a negative electron into a positive electron. You understand? For the nucleus is the God of foundations, and then negative electron is the God in charge of wisdom. So there the creator is innocent, and he doesn't have any guilty. Since he's remembering, and he knows his divinity, that's the reason why the dark lords always manipulated us by saying that 666 is evil, because you are remembering your divinity. This also brings up the 3 twin framework of creation. The first is the natural creation. I mean the natural twin framework, which makes up the soul itself, because it has the feminine and masculine energy. Those are the first twin framework. The second one is the hologram. Your twin framework, which makes up your light and your dark, which here you call Saturn. And then the physical twin framework, which is birthed by body. And this includes the placenta, Basically, in the West, you have a mistake that you're making, that you are throwing away, or you burn away the second twin, which is the placenta. That is your kid too, because he makes up the twin framework of that kid. And before this kid in fresh grows up, you're supposed to nurture this one using the energy within the placenta. It's your responsibility as a parent to claim that kid and take him or her, or whatever you call that energy, is a god. And it is a reminder to all creators here that you have twins. Who becomes your god? Who sits in the 8th chakra? And then again turns into either your darkness or your light. So this is very serious. What you do, you just carry the baby that you can carry, but forgetting also the other one is also your baby. And he has the power of creation. You're supposed to take him also home, do the rituals according to the community that you are in, welcome, nurture your newborn baby from there. Because that is where the power is going to come from, to nurture this one whom you're going to stay with, who has legs. Be faithful, talk good, be positive to that placenta. Talk to it before burying it. Tell it how you should behave. You should be honest. You should act out of love. You should be led by heart. Whatever God you wish for your kid. That is how we start nurturing our babies spiritually. You understand? So there we have the Council of Six. From the Council of Six, then the creator starts his journey of experience. It starts either from any element that he wants, either air, water, or fire. Now, imagine that he has started from air. Then, as he does his experience in the air formula or in the air element, then he gets the 7th member. After finishing up, he adds on another element, let's say fire. He gets the 8th member. And then after that, he goes to water. He gets the 9th member. Then that makes up the 9 members of the Creator's Council. That's the reason why you breathe your own air. You have your own temperature. You have your own water as a creator within your body. So that is the first class. That is like nursery here in the first dimension as souls. From there, the creator starts class 2, which is the second dimension. It starts from hunts, different, birds, animals, such things. It starts combining all these elements in different uniforms. As he discovers his loyalty, his divine birthright, as he grows up until he gets into humanity. That means that whatever you have, also each and every creator has it. Each and every creator has it. So you have a council of helpers. Now, the composition of the atoms in your body, the number of it, the protons, add up to create the kingdom of the sky god within you. The neutron, add up all of them to create the Christ God within you. The nucleuses add up to create the energy within the nucleus, or the foundation God, or frame God within you. That means that every creator has all those compositions. Now, if you want to create a family, the energy that makes up the protons within your family are added up to create the energy that you call the sky god of the family. The energy that you have as a family, all of them, let's say you are 10, and the energy of the neutrons that you have, all of you, as 10 members of the family, add up to create what we call the Christ God of your family. That goes on for all the compositions of creation. For us who have clans, it comes from one family to a bigger family, and then it gets into a hierarchical composition that was made up by our elders, and then up to the clan leader. Then the clan leader adds up that energy with other clans to make up our king, or whom we call Kabaka in Buganda. Then the energy that sits on the kings of all the chiefs around the planet are headed by our brother, Jesus Christ. Which title can be attained by any soul. And the only thing is to believe that you are the way, the truth, and the life. The Bible and all the whole Qurans, or I mean the whole books, are all written about you and me. It's a blueprint of every individual. Always put this in your mind, that we are equal. You shouldn't worship any other God other than yourself, the one who is in your heart. That is the meaning of it. No one is greater than you, and you are not greater than anyone here. Those who are greater than you are the ones in the higher class, and they are just greater than you because they are in the higher class, that they have more knowledge. That's all. But we are all equal in creation. Take an example. In case you have different kids at your home, and each kid is in a different class. When they come home, class doesn't matter. Class doesn't matter. That means that our brother who is moving from class 9 to class 10 in his evolution, the moment we get home, we are brothers and we are sisters. Because what makes up everything is one. Get to know that you have been in every skin on this planet. So, you're a black man. You're a black woman. You point fingers to a white lady or a white man. Get to know, and I want to remind you again that you have ever been there. There are people there who are calling you their granddie. And the moment you get to that room, it looks familiar to you. Not knowing that you are the one being called their granddie. You can be even be called, you can be their shamba boy, unknowing that they are employing their granddie. You can point fingers at the Chinese, but get to know that you have grandies there. You can point fingers to the Indians, but get to know that you have grandies there. My brother and sister, you have traversed every continent on this planet. Not only even on this planet, but most of the planets even. Because you are the God who is the beginning and the end, who is sovereign, who is the beginning of everything, individualized. So let us respect each other. This is a class we came to learn, to discover that we are souls who keep on changing skins, who are our uniforms, our physical bodies, but they are temporary. Whatever you do, you have to harvest it, my brother, my sister. You have to harvest whatever you do. So when you're creating, create within yourself. I've seen this culture within the Western. Fine. Our dark brothers have done bad. That's okay. But have you ever asked yourself a question? That they are showing you that you have that energy within you, that you have ever acted as a dark brother also? Okay, they have killed. They have done everything. They have done filthy things. True. But it is a projector of the energy that is within your cellular composition. That is within your DNA. The moment you understand that, then you start differentiating that this soul is still growing. Because also you've done that. You pinpoint to the leaders how corrupt they are. By my brother, ask your soul to show you the time when you're also a leader. The moment you discover what you did in the past also, you'll not judge your fellow brother again. I was shown one of my past lives. I came as a soldier. This AK-47, they are telling you that it was discovered very lately. It's a lie. I remember I had it. And I was a major, I think, by that time. And I was using it ruthlessly. When I was shown that, then I learned that we've all done it. But that does not make our brother not a divine being. We are all divine. It's like having a kid. And then you find your kid when he has, used your domestic items, and maybe sugar, he throws it over herself or himself, or powder, everything. And then you start saying that you're a sinner. Can you really do that? Can you really do that and say that because you have spoiled my things, I'm going to put you in an oven? Can you do it? If you can't do it, why do you think that your father, mother, God can do it to you? Get back to your senses. Remember your divinity, my brothers and sisters. We have a short time to make a decision. Get back to your heart. Don't allow the TV, don't allow the radio to tell you what you're supposed to create. Create being confirmed after confirming your creation by the energy, which is your soul within you, which is the only truth, because it's all knowing. The creator that you are looking for is not in the sky. It's not a big man with a with a big beard. We have grown up, even the majority, if you ask them who is God, then they will point up. Leaving the real God in the heart, whom you see in your mirror, whom the vampires don't have, whom our dark brothers don't have. But even if they're dark, it doesn't make them non-divine. They are also divine until they wake up to their divinity. That is not your responsibility. The Creator has his plan. And each soul has its own journey. Do your part. Don't do things to please others. Do things to please your soul. You came alone. You go alone. So you respect yourself. And you alone. You are the God. The beginning and the end. So do I and everyone. We are love energies. And whatever you are responding, your reaction in your life, respond according to your heart. Thank you for listening to me. I send you my love light. Namaste.